Blog Talk Radio.
All right. I am going to find out about different music at some point. I'm probably going to need help on that. Anyway, welcome to Desperate House Witches. My name is Raina Starr, and welcome to it. It's going to be a short one today, guys, because of various reasons. So let's get straight to it. Desperate House Witches is not a G, PG, or even an R-rated show, so if bad language, dirty talk, bodily functions annoy you, should not be the show for you. It is the last show before the election, and normally you would have Mr. Taliesin with me, but he is not available this evening. He will, however, be with me post-election. But before I go into any other details about that, please check out www.dorothymorrison.com for all of your Dorothy Morrison needs. Also, please get your Wicked Witch Mojo products at your local retailer of such fantastic goods. Okay, so Taliesin's been dealing with some stuff. I'm going to let him talk about that next week, if he so chooses, because it's his journey, not mine, and I don't feel inclined to discuss things that are not my personal business. But he's okay. But he is away this evening, so that's great, hoping he has a blast and a wonderful time. He does have a couple of things he wanted to pass along about the election, and I do as well, but I'm going to start with the messages he wanted me to pass along. He said to watch Florida. They'll have results on election night. If Trump wins Florida by less than 2%, that doesn't bode well for him in Georgia and North Carolina. If Harris takes Florida, it's game over. Trump has zero paths to the White House without Florida. I agree with that, but I do not think that is going to happen. That's just my personal thing. He's predicting also that Trump will still win Texas, but by less than 2%. And Taliesin is also predicting that Colin Allred is going to beat Ted Cruz in Texas. I fucking hope so. The people of Texas certainly deserve better than Ted fucking Cruz. Yeah, so all I can tell you is if we hold to the plan as we discussed in July when Joe Biden was still running, if we all agree to do the same thing as we did then, that we were going to stick together as a party and not go third rail or third party, we should be fine. We should be able to pull this out. These tricks and this bullshit from Trump that Joe Biden somehow called people garbage, Trump supporters garbage. First of all, that's not exactly what happened. I think he was referring to comics specifically that was saying that Puerto Rico was an island of garbage. That's number one. Number two, Trump has been calling Jews responsible for his loss if he loses. Anyone who supports Kamala Harris as stupid or low IQ. Trump has been full of insults from day one. So the idea that, oh my God, somebody insulted somebody is a big deal is really disingenuous. That's number one. Number two, as someone who was raised in the Pentecostal church, one must really look with a jaundiced eye at the motivation of evangelicals to supporting Trump, especially now at this late date. They pretty much got what they wanted out of him. I mean, do they want a full abortion ban? Yeah, that's probably on their wish list. The obliteration of Palestinians, I'm sure, is also on their fucking wish list. These people are not to be trusted. Thing I would posit to anybody out there who's listening who might be on the right side, the wrong side being the fundamentalist side. If you run into these people, I would ask them what it is that they've done wrong that they feel the need to control women's bodies, because as I have found out over the years, usually when you have these evangelicals trying to stop women from controlling their own bodies, it is because of a grievous sin that they themselves have committed in their own lives that they are trying to get right with God for, and they are basically using you, the general you, the person wanting to have access to health care and the right to make a decision for yourself. They're basically trying to get a pass with God using you. Like, here, God, if I save this baby, it will make up for the shit I've done. No, and it doesn't fucking work that way. So we need to really start calling people out on this bullshit. You don't use other people to make up in your moral failings, if that is what your true attempt is, because only you can get right with your own deity, no matter what faith pattern you're following. So I would say to Christians, get your head out of your ass. Free will is still a real thing. You have no right to rob other people of it if you are following the Bible. Stop picking and choosing what you want out of this very large, cumbersome book that you say you love so much, because you're full of fucking shit. Okay? Let people make up their own fucking minds. Let people make their fucking decisions and be who the fuck they are. So everybody make up your own goddamn mind. If you're a Trump supporter, go ahead and vote. Whatever you got to do, do. And if you're a free thinker, then you won't. You'll vote for Harris. Anyway, I love y'all. We're going to be doing 2 shows next week that are post-election specifically. And the wonderful Deborah Blake will be on with me next Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. So I'm very excited about that. We had to cancel, unfortunately, because Blog Talk didn't want to work that day. So hopefully things are working well now, and we're on the right path. And I just, for the sake of our country, y'all, please, 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 save democracy. We have no reason to not believe that Trump is going to do what he says he's going to do. So I think we're in a good position. I really just cannot imagine the orange one being president again. That could be my wishful thinking. I don't know. But I do want to believe that our country is smarter than that. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a great weekend. We're winding down on early voting. Get to it as fast as you can. Or, of course, there's always Tuesday. Anyway, stay safe. Don't get into trouble out there, but do get your vote in. Okay? Love y'all. Talk to you next week. Here's hoping. Bye. Oh, and blessed November. Take care.